Well, let's bring in Saturday Herald Sun columnist and Sky News host Steve Price to discuss this and the rest of the day's breaking news. Steve, great to see you. Now, what's your reaction to this? First, the Labor's campaign for the voice at a time when we are seeing the most severe cost of living crisis. We're seeing an economy that's approaching stagflation, as Angus Taylor just said, quite similar economic conditions to the 1970s.
Well, Labor will say to us that they can do both, campaign for the voice and deal with the economy, but clearly the economy is going south at a rapid rate, and that is really impacting people. And those stories you told about kids robbing others' lunchboxes is just dreadful. But that circus
sad.
at the press club in Canberra, very sad. That circus we saw at the press club in Canberra today, I almost threw a brick through the television, but I didn't want to damage Sky when I was doing it. Linda Burney's the Minister for Indigenous Affairs, and she stands up there and says the voice is going to deal with Indigenous populations who struggle with education, housing, health and jobs. Well, she's been in government for 14 months. That's her job. It's her job to encourage the states to make sure that Indigenous people, particularly those in remote communities, have decent houses, have a good health, and potentially get a job. What's the voice going to do that we haven't done in the past? I mean, this is just ridiculous. Why didn't one of the journos in that room stand up and say, Minister, you're the minister. If there's a problem in housing, health, education for Indigenous Australians, it's your fault.
I've actually heard that sentiment a lot today, that people are saying, doesn't these four areas replicate the role of the Indigenous Affairs Minister? So you're right, that is a point that the government will have to address. It was good, though, that they put more detail on the bone, and I'll come back to that point later when my political panel is here.